Hello children. So today we are gonna continue with energy. Okay. So far we have learned till work. In energy what we are gonna learn. Okay. In this chapter work and energy, we are done with work part. So we'll study about energy here. So in energy the topics that we are gonna cover is the basic introduction we'll have, then types of energies we'll discuss about, then we'll discuss about mechanical energy. In mechanical energy we have two types, that is potential energy and kinetic energy. So these two we are gonna discuss in this chapter. Then we are gonna derive the expression for kinetic energy, which is very important. This expression for kinetic energy is very important, that we are gonna discuss in this chapter. Then law of conservation of energy, even this is very important. These two are very important topics, okay, that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Then some examples based upon conservation of energy we're going to discuss in this chapter. Then powers and units, and lastly the numerical problems, which is very important. So the numerical problems also we are going to discuss in this chapter. Okay, so in order to learn about energy, we already know what is energy and what is work, isn't it? So in order to learn very easily the basic introduction, let's have about energy. That in our daily life routine we do lots of activities, isn't it? We do lots and lots of activities. When I give you lecture, so for example when I give you lecture, you students will start writing, isn't it? It is due to energy. Okay, so what happens in daily life, we do lots and lots of energies, work and energies. Okay, how can that be? Let's take an example of cooking, washing, opening door, cutting woods, and lot more. These all are work and energy. How can energy be taken? This is the activities. These are the activities that we'll do in our daily life. Okay, say for example while going to school, when you children are going to school, what do you do? Every early morning you brush, you eat, then get ready by packing all your school bags, then you'll go to school, there you'll study, then again while you'll come back, isn't it? This is all due to energy that you apply. ನೀವು ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you do all this work. Okay, I am say for example I am writing here, where I am putting my energy. Okay, if I am writing here, I am putting my energy. So this is all the activities we do in our daily lives. It may be anything. Okay, this is all the energies that we do. So we do lot of activities in daily routine, that is opening door, washing clothes, cooking food, cutting wood, lot more. So these are all the daily routines that we do due to energy. Okay, for all these activities work has to be done, isn't it? Do all these activities, we have to do work has to be done. And for doing work one needs to have certain strength, isn't it? Without strength we cannot do the work. That means the strength is called the energy. Got it? Without strength we cannot do anything. The strength is that we call it as energy. I hope you got an idea what is energy now. Okay, so we put effort. When we put effort, say for example we put effort, when we put effort we get strength. When strength is taken, we call it as energy. Okay, this is how we get the energy to do any work. So for doing different kinds of work, different types of energy is required, isn't it? Works will be different. One work ಗಿಂತ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು work different ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So for doing different kinds of works, different types of energies is required. Got it? Like for doing muscular work, electrical work, then mechanical work, we have different types of energy. So we'll discuss about that here. Muscular energy is that when we So for example, for muscular energy, lifting suitcase. Okay, when we lift our bag or suitcase, it's due to muscles. Got it? So it is due to muscles. Okay, muscular energy is that we do with muscles energy. Okay, when we lift a bag, or when we take using when we do the work using our muscles, lifting a bucket, anything that we do with our when pulling bullock carts. Okay, animals take their help of muscles, where muscles energy will be taken, so the such we call it as muscular work. Muscular energy will be taken. Okay, muscular energy will be taken. For electrical work, we take electrical energy. Electrical energy in the form of light, welding, anything that we do. Okay, it may be electrical energy like using washing machines, refrigerators, watching TV. This all comes under electrical work. So electrical energy is required here. Coming to mechanical work. Mechanical work is that we require mechanical energy. So these are the three types of works that we do, and these are the three types of energies we come across. Okay, so we got an idea that without energy we cannot do anything. The work cannot be completed. So what does the energy define as? So energy means it is defined as the ability to do work is called energy. Okay, and this is important, maybe asked for 1 marks. Define energy anta kelbodu. When the question is arised as define energy, you have to state it like this. It is defined as the ability to do work is called energy. Got it? It is defined as ability. Kelsa madak aguantadke now energy anta kariತೀವಿ. It is ability to do work, and it comes under scalar quantity. We know that magnitudes, isn't it? So it is a scalar quantity, and the unit for energy we have is joule. The unit for energy we have is joule, and it is denoted by capital G. So joule is denoted by capital J. Okay, sorry, this is capital J, joule. And when it comes to joules, bigger units we have, isn't it? That is kilojoule, megajoule and gigajoule. What are these three things? Kilojoule means it is 10 to the power of 3, megajoule means it is 10 to the power of 6, and gigajoule means it is 10 to the power of 9. So these are the bigger units we take. And once after this energy is done, okay, energy, we know that it's the ability to do work. In energy, we have so many forms of energies. So which are those so many forms? Forms of energies are like this. We have electrical energy. Electrical energy means with using electricity, wires and all. That is electrical energy. Thermal energy we have. Then we have light energy. Then we have wave energy, means where from water waves will be there, right? In water, from that we take energy. Then we take heat energy. Then hydroelectric energy which will be taken, and we do have some solar energy, wind energy, where you can take with example of windmill. Then we have nuclear energy. Nuclear energy where we'll get from atoms in the nucleus. Okay, from that we'll get nuclear energy. Then tidal energy. Tidal energy is that in water tides will be there. Okay, so tidal energy from there we'll get. Then biomass energy. Biomass energy is that we get from organic materials, waste. Okay, animals waste, animals dungs, using or plants waste. From those things we get organic materials. So from organic materials we take biomass energy. Then we have kinetic energy, where kinetic energy means movement. When we move, when movements is taken place. from that we take kinetic energy. Then we have lastly the geothermal energy. So geothermal energy means from earth hotspots. We will be having some earth hotspots region antana ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, from there we take, from earth what we take the energy, that is called geothermal energy. So now let us study about the mechanical energy. What do you mean by mechanical energy? Okay, mechanical energy means it is the energy possessed by body due to its position or motion. Okay, you can state it as it is the energy possessed by body, okay, due to its position or motion, that we call it as mechanical energy. Say for example, let's take this as wooden piece. Okay, wooden box, or you can take it as, so wooden box, here I have placed nail, then this is the hammer. Got it? So here I have a wooden box and a fixed nail we have to hammer this in order to move the nail, insert the nail inside within the wooden box. What I do here? So energy will be possessed from hammer due to position. This is the position of wooden box. The motion is that while hammering, the nail gets inside. So this is the mechanical energy. When energy possessed by body due to its position or motion, that we call it as mechanical energy. So let me take one other example. I have a table here. Okay, this is a table. On table I have placed some books. Okay, so it is said to be in position. It is said to be in position. So what happens when it is position? Means it is in rest. So such things we take it as mechanical energy. These two comes under mechanical energy. And even I can take the example of cycling. When cycle is moving, okay, so when moving means it is in motion. So for such one we can take it as mechanical energy. So let us study in mechanical energy what we have. So in order to clear this, it is the energy possessed by body due to position or motion is called mechanical energy. And the types of mechanical energy we have here is potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, so in types of mechanical energy we have two types, that is potential energy, then kinetic energy. So what is potential energy? So potential energy is that with position, we have energy, isn't it? Such things we take it as potential energy. Okay, kinetic energy means with motion we have energy. With motion we have energy. So such things in order to move. So for such things we take it as kinetic energy. I hope you children got an idea. Potential energy means where with a position we will be having energy. Say for example, this is a book. I have kept this on the table. Okay, which is at rest. This is mechanical energy. Okay, so with motion what we have with the movements, that is called kinetic energy. So now let us study about potential energy. Okay, so potential energy means what we'll study here. So potential energy means it is the energy possessed by body by virtue of its position. Okay, it is energy. One the energy ಇದೆ, ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪೊಸೆಸ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ವರ್ಚ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಪೊಸಿಷನಿಂದ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. got it? So potential energy means which will be with position. So potential energy we can calculate with the formula that is m into g into h. So m is mass, g is gravity, and h is height taken. So m into g into h. By this we can calculate the potential energy. So as I already told, this is a table. Keeping books on table, which is at rest. So rest is nothing but position. So position has some energy. Okay, so this we call it as potential energy. Got it? Simple and easy. Energy possessed by body by virtue of its position is called potential energy. So all objects possess potential energy, okay, due to the position. Say for example, we can take it as bed and dressing table. Dressing table is also due to potential energy, and bed which will be due to, it will be at rest where the position will be taken place, and that is due to potential energy. Then cupboards, you can take an example where it will be in position, so potential energy takes place, which all possess the potential energy, and it is again derived with unit that is joule. Okay, so potential energy we derive with the unit that is joule. Okay, so now let us study about kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? Kinetic energy means it is the energy possessed by body by the virtue of its motion. Okay, that we call it as kinetic energy. There it was only with position, here it is with virtue of motion. That we call it as kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means it is the energy possessed by body by the virtue of its motion. Say for example, you can take bicycle riding, a speeding train, or a moving train. Anything you can take it as. Let me take an example of bicycle. Okay, so if this is the bicycle we have, so what happens when we pedal? When we pedal the cycle moves, isn't it? Cycle moves. When cycle moves, what happens? Motion takes place. It will be in motion. So such things we call it as energy. So motion means energy will get. From that energy we can call it as kinetic energy. Got it? So these are very simple and easy. So in mechanical energy we have two forms, that is potential energy and kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means the energy possessed by body by the virtue of its motion. Okay, that we call it as potential energy. And the very good example in our daily life that we have taken, that is bicycle riding. You can take still more, a train moving, a car moving, a truck moving, anything which is easy for you children. Those examples you can take. So these are some of the mechanical energies, and everywhere we have learnt about joule. Who is that joule? We'll study here. Joule is a very good, is a scientist where the full name is James Prescott Joule. The full name is James Prescott Joule, who was born James Prescott Joule was an outstanding British physicist. Okay, he was a great physicist where he was a British. He was best known for his research in electricity and thermodynamics. He is best known for his research in electricity and thermodynamics. Okay, among the other things, he formulated a law for heating effect of electric current. So what he did? He gave a law for heating electric current and the effects. So he also verified experimentally the law of conservation of energy and discovered the value of mechanical equivalent of heat, where that's why I told you that law of conservation of energy is very important. Okay, he gave us the law of conservation of energy and discovered the value of mechanical equivalent of heat. The unit of work or energy is called joule. Okay, the unit of work and energy is called joule, is named after him, which is James Prescott Joule is his full name. So the unit is taken as joule only. He is a great British physicist. Okay, he was born in 1818 and died in the year 1889. So I think you children got an idea with what is potential energy and kinetic energy. Tomorrow we'll discuss with the expression for kinetic energy, which is very important, the derivation. So I want you children to write these examples in your classwork books. Okay, examples which is given in textbook is supposed to write it in your classwork books. Thank you.